Oh my god guys, the second trailer for Pixar's Coco was released 3 days ago and it looks amazing! I actually can't think of anything wrong with this film. It looks perfect. Flawless even. Nothing wrong with this film. Hello there, how you doing? Okay, I've only seen The Book of Life twice, and that usually isn't enough times for me to make a video about it. And my overall review of the film is that it's okay, the storyline was decent and did keep me hooked. But I do want to accuse it of cheating when it comes to storytelling, because I do feel like sometimes they just kind of hand the protagonist solutions to problems. I did enjoy it, but to be honest, the only Pixar film I'd say I prefer it to is Cars 2. That's probably just because I love Pixar and I'm biased, but still, I did enjoy this film though, so if you do want to see it and don't want to know spoilers, you should probably stop watching this video now. Also, when it comes to Coco, I basically know everything there is to know so far. I've analysed both the trailers frame by frame, and I know the description of the film like the back of my hand. Despite his family's baffling generations-old ban on music, Miguel dreams of becoming an accomplished musician like his idol, Ernesto de la Cruz. Desperate to prove his talent, Miguel finds himself in the stunning and colourful land of the dead, following a mysterious chain of events. Along the way, he meets charming trickster Hector, and together they set off on an extraordinary journey to unlock the real story behind Miguel's family history. And I do accept that there are some major similarities between Coco and The Book of Life. Firstly, they're both about the Mexican holiday El Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead. And this is the main reason why people are claiming that Coco is a copy of The Book of Life. Because someone's already made a film about El Dia de los Muertos, and how dare someone else make a film about that? But honestly though, saying Pixar have copied Real Effects Studios by making a film about the Day of the Dead too is basically like accusing Home Alone of copying The Miracle on 34th Street because they're both Christmas films. There's allowed to be more than one film about this holiday. People should just be grateful that these American studios are embracing other people's cultures and holidays. But there are more similarities than just that though. A more major complaint is that both the plots revolve around someone venturing to the land of the dead. However, they're still quite different. The Book of Life revolves around the god this guy, the ruler of the land of the forgotten, wagering the goddess La Muerte, ruler of the land of the remembered, about whether Maria will end up with Manolo or Joaquin.
Wait, so these ancient gods pick 3 little kids to like represent the whole world?
And to be honest, this film fits just as much into the romantic genre as it does into the animation genre. And that's saying a lot considering this is an animated film. But back to my point. About halfway through the film, Maria dies, but doesn't really die, and then Manolo dies so he can be with Maria in the land of the dead, but finds out he was cheated and that Maria's still alive, so he demands another wager with Xibalba and wins and returns to the land of the living. But this whole returning to the land of the living part of the story isn't really the main plot, and it's more of just the middle section of the film and is part of the lead up to the climax. Whereas in Coco, returning from the land of the dead to the land of the living seems to be the main plot of the film, and the climax should be Manuel finding out how to get back to the land of the living and proceeding to do that. Again, we don't know much about Coco. I'm not 100% sure how Manuel even gets into the land of the dead. He plays a guitar and somehow arrives there. I'm sure that will be explained in the film. But he doesn't die, and he clearly stands out in the land of the dead because of that, because he's still got flesh and skin. The main plot of the film is not about love, and they make this clear in the first trailer. Instead, it will be a story about Miguel returning from the land of the dead to the land of the living. From what we know, there seems to be some sort of like airport kind of station to return, and you can cross these bridges to your family's altars on the Day of the Dead.
Welcome! Anything to declare?
As a matter of fact, yes.
As I said, the main storyline will be working out a way of getting him from the land of the dead to the land of the living and doing that. And this isn't a huge plot point in the Book of Life, because once he won the wager, the gods simply say,
"In accordance with the ancient rules, we give you life."
In accordance with the ancient rules, we give you life. That's literally 10 words. In Coco, I don't think it'll be that similar, and I don't think it will require him to win a wager. It'll probably be something to do with him meeting Ernesto de la Cruz and him playing music, and something to do with music on how to get back. So they're really not that similar. But I guess there are more similarities than just that. Like the fact that the main male character lives with his father and grandmother because his mother passed away young, and that this character also wants to be a musician despite the fact his family isn't very supportive of it. And these are are, unfortunately for Pixar, very coincidental. A parent being dead in a story isn't unusual, granted. And a parent not being supportive of a main character pursuing his dreams also isn't a rare plot device to be used in film. It's just the fact that there are 2 animated films about El Dia de los Muertos, and both of them are musicals, which revolve around a main male protagonist whose father is unsupportive of his dreams to be a musician, a dead mother who he is reunited with in the land of the dead, and her and the rest of the dead members of his family help him return to the land of the living, which, I'm assuming in Pixar's case, leads the father to be supportive of the son. So yes, I admit they're similar, but I don't think Coco is a rip-off of The Book of Life. But if you don't want to take it from me, take it from the director of The Book of Life himself, Jorge Gutierrez, who tweeted, "I'm rooting for Coco. Aside from employing lots of my friends, how can I not root for an animated film that celebrates Mexican culture? Again, I'm totally rooting for my friend Lee Unkrich and everyone who worked on Coco. Thank you for celebrating Mexican culture. Viva Mexico." If they were copying him, he would not be supportive. So maybe we're just overanalyzing their similarities and should appreciate the films for what they are. And just because The Book of Life came out first doesn't mean that Pixar are copying them. Sometimes Pixar's projects take a decade from the first time they're brought up as an idea to the actual end production. And apparently Lee Unkrich first pitched Coco in 2010 when they'd just finished Toy Story 3. Boy, does that seem like a long time ago. They started working on the film in 2012, and The Book of Life wasn't released until 2014, so presumably they wouldn't have seen the film to copy it. And one of the reasons Coco may have taken so long to make is because they saw The Book of Life and had to change some of the aspects of it so they didn't seem too similar. And I can tell you for a fact, if Pixar thought they were too similar and that Coco wasn't good enough or something, like, they would have cancelled it. Just like they did with their cancelled film Newt, because Rio was released with basically the exact same plot. So Super Carlin Brothers have a pretty good video on that. We won't truly know how similar the films are until Coco comes out in November, but I don't think they will be, and I can promise I will be first in line to see Coco when it comes out to cinemas. And if they do turn out not to be similar, I can guarantee I will make a Why Does Everyone Think video about this. What's a Why Does Everyone Think video, you may ask? Why don't you go check out my Why Does Everyone Think playlist here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and click subscribe and watch another video like this one. Check out my other social medias here and in the description below, please follow me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.